Yeah. All right, here we go. We're rocking, we're rolling. We're welcome to episode 2 of Taylor Neely Show. And I'm so glad you're here. It's a great day to be alive. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Look at outside. You see that? Do yourself a favor right now. Go to the window, look outside. Tell me what you see. Beautiful. Even if it's raining, snowing, lava on the ground, it doesn't matter. You're alive, and that's what we are lucky to be today. Is by the grace of God we're alive today, and I'm just glad I can experience it sober and in a clean mindset and good. Welcome to episode 2. I'm Taylor Neely. I'm your host. This is the second episode of Taylor Neely Show. It is not Taylor Neely's show. A little house creeping up front. House cleaning up front. House creeping would be if, like, you're cleaning your house, but the house is also spying on you a little bit somehow, because maybe the house has eyes on the inside of the house. This is it's gonna be Taylor Neely's show because Taylor Neely's show was too many S's too close together on the end there. I didn't want to call it the Taylor Neely Show. I guess I could, but we're gonna call it Taylor Neely Show because sometimes you got to think in the abstract. You got to cut yourself some slack sometimes, Sometimes you have an idea, and that idea changes. And that's fine. That's good. Ideas are meant to change. They're meant to evolve. Having ideas is kind of like, ideas are kind of a relationship in and of themselves. We're not all, we're all fluid. We're fluid individuals. You ever see a glass of water? That's you. You're that glass of water. I'm that glass of water. We're all that glass of water at the same time. And hey, it's good to be here. It's good to be alive today. I'm happy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling clean. I'm sober today, and I am grateful as heck for that. I'm lucky to be sober today because at my core, I'm just an alcoholic and a drug addict, and I will ride that pony, that beautiful, beautiful long maned pony until the grave. And I don't want to do that because it's miserable. I'm sober today, and that's just a thing about me that I don't care if people know. I love to tell people I'm my own boss. I can't get fired. I can say I have smoked crack with countless homeless people in Atlanta, Georgia, and my boss will give me a raise because I'm my boss. I've earned it. My boss, which is me, is like, Taylor, you know what? You worked really hard to smoke that crack. You really went to the lengths of your ambition while you were drunk to go get crack cocaine. You've earned a raise because you're a hard-working crackhead. That's just me. I'm the hard-working crackhead. That's all I am. I'm just a hard-working crackhead. Can you say that about yourself? Doesn't matter. Whatever you're good at, do it. Do what you're good at. That's all. I mean, when you're a kid in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, grad school, master's program, PhD, whatever your stage you're at in your life, and you know your strengths and weaknesses, hone in on those. Do those. Because, hey, baby, you're going to be that doctor someday. We got off track. It's good to be here. I'm happy to be here. Second episode. I'm feeling good. It's fun to do this. It's fun to try to be silly, try to have a fun time. I feel good. I started a new diet is what I did. Not a new diet, but I've never been one for diets. I tried to do keto in college, and I would just eat sausage patties, and that's no way to live. A lot of salt, a lot of sodium in there, and sodium is kind of like God's main mineral. And I mean, there's sodium in everything. Look at this. 10 milligrams of sodium in this cranberry lime. Why is there salt in this? I don't taste salt. Salt's good for you. So salt's good for you is what we're trying to say. But I started this, it was the 4th of July last week, and I was in Ohio, and it was so good to see my family. I love my family. This was one of the best 4th of July vacations I can remember in recent memory. It was phenomenal. I loved it. I golfed 4 times, and I love golf. And you know what? Some people have the wrong idea of golf. People think it's a boring thing where you go and drink and smoke cigars and make business deals. And sure, business deals happens. I'm sure there's really successful business guys making successful business deals on the golf course, doing a business handshake, doing all right, Todd. 100,000 big marbles. We're selling big marbles now. And Todd, that's kind of deal that can happen on the golf course is a marble business. You just don't know the kind. But I don't golf for that, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say I golf because I golf with my brothers. I have two brothers, Keith and Garrett. I love them so much. They're my best friends in the entire world. His girlfriend, my brother Keith, his girlfriend told me a little secret that I'm not going to tell you because it can't get out. It can't get out because I don't think it's something Keith told Kelsey that I can't, that I maybe shouldn't know. I digress. The new diet. I was in Ohio. And 4th of July was great. My hometown fireworks up Burlington, Ohio. They really outdid it. They outdid Red, White, and Boom, which is Columbus, Ohio's fireworks. I'm from Ohio. I don't know if you know this. I'm from Ohio, and I love it there. I went up, and I was like, dang it. I like this. I miss this. It's so pretty here. It's nice. I like the people in Ohio more. Ohio's my people. And Atlanta's been served its purpose while it's served its purpose, but I don't really enjoy living in Atlanta as much as I did. And that's fine. I'm allowed to feel that way. I'm not saying one thing or another about Atlanta. Atlanta's just not for me. I am moving to Austin in 11 months. I'll be honest with you. I'm doing that. Going there for comedy because it seems like it's blowing up there, and that's a good idea. But 4th of July was really good. I made dinner for my family one night, and I made spicy Italian sausage, mushroom, cream sauce pasta. And it was so good. Everyone loved it so much. It was just the best. And it's real nice to be of service to your family. It's so nice to be able to just help your family and make dinner for everyone. I did it. I made dinner for me, Dad, Mom, Garrett, Chip, Shelly, Charlie, Sophia, Ned, Poppy, Grandma, Chip. So like 14 people I made dinner for. I made just the right amount of food, and it was delicious. And I'll tell you what, I take pride. I'm kind of a good cook. He said it. That's right. I'm kind of a good cook. Challenge me. I'll do a cook-off with you. We'll do a cook-off, and then we'll try each other's foods. No one can lose in that situation. No one can lose in a cook-off. There's no money on the line. There's just friendship on the line. And I think having food with another person, breaking bread, like that, because it's the hardest bread you've ever seen. Hard bread. Oh, man. Like, for some reason, how come in Lord of the Rings, they made that stale old bread look so tasty? What is it about movies and, like, when they have wood bowls and they're in, like, Ireland and they're eating stew with a wood spoon and it scrapes across that bowl, some ASMR in there, and you just get a big scoop and they eat that stew in Ireland in the 1800s? Why does that stew look like the best stew ever made? I'm sure it's not great. Riddle me that, Hollywood. Tell me why you're able to make food look so good that normally would not be great. I did just get a pot roast I'm making salmon for dinner. I'm excited for that. But, so I ate so much food over the 4th of July. Oh, and I went to a crazy pool party, and it was awesome. It was good. I was sober the whole time. Everyone was drunk around me. So many pretty girls. I just was like, I wanna marry all of you. You're so pretty. The swimsuits they were wearing one girl had dental floss for a swimming suit, and I'm not even kidding. She came out naked. And just pulled out like that one, and pulled it out and just like tied it around, and she made a swimsuit out of dental floss. I was amazed. Color me speechless. And I was like, you should have stayed naked. And I winked at her. And, no, that's not what happened. I didn't wink at her. It was a very thin swimsuit. And that's fine. I think it's a good swimsuit. If you're a sexy girl and you want to wear a really thin swimsuit, do it. Who cares? It's the age of being almost naked while you swim. You're just almost naked. Guys, girls, trans, be almost naked. Be almost naked. I did, what was I about to say? I had a joke once about something about, forget it. My new diet, though, is I'm pretty much cutting out bread and sweets. Just trying it for this week. Last night I had a ribeye steak for dinner, And then I went to dinner with my friend Luke and Lysandra Vasquez and Patrick O'Malley and Will Wright, and they were all there. These are all Atlanta comics, very funny people. Will Wright, ones that don't tell here and in Charlotte. Will Wright, he crushed it one time he had me on the Charlotte Don't Tell, and he absolutely murdered. And I keep telling him that, and I'll keep telling him it, because compliments make the world go round. Compliments are good. Pay someone a compliment today. Just do it. Go to the pet store. Find the lowliest looking employee. Grab them by their shirt collar and get just this close to them and say, "Your eyes are beautiful. Your eyes are so pretty. I want to crawl inside your baby blue eyes and swim around. I want to swim in your baby blue eyes." Just do that. What's stopping you besides probably an assault charge? What is stopping you? What is stopping you from doing the thing you want to do? What do I want to do? I want to continue to stay sober, work a good program in AA, a good recovery program, build my relationship with God, which I'm going to talk about right now. I'm reading this book called Welcome to Taylor's Book Corner. Here at Taylor's Book Corner, we don't condone tobacco smoking. It's called Conversation with God. What am I saying? If you want to smoke a cigar, I love a cigar. With a friend, I smoked a cigar with my friend Blake Reed. That was good when I went to visit him. That was, so many good vacations this year. I've taken so many good vacations. I'm a lucky guy. My life is good today. Right now where I'm at, right now today, my life is good. And there's you can't convince me otherwise. The comedy last night was good. Sorry for that burp. So it's called Conversations with God, an uncommon dialogue. And it's just like, it's kind of like the AA approach of God, a higher power. God can be, it's your own conception of God. And for me, my conception of God isn't one concrete image. I don't get an image in my mind of God. God is an idea. God is all around me. God is in everything. God is everywhere. But God isn't a person. God isn't a physical being I can touch or see. God is an energy, kind of. It's something I pray. Every day I pray. And it just works for me, having a God. But this book is helping me re-examine my idea of what God is to me. Because God to me has been very one-dimensional, I think. And God is a 5,000-dimensional being that is so many different things and lives in so many different things and outside of so many different things. And God cannot be defined by one word. Good orderly direction, as they say in AA. But this was cool. It was, let me find it, because you're going to lose your minds. Here it was. I cannot tell you my truth until you stop telling me yours. And how I interpreted that was like, all my life, and especially once I started getting introduced to the idea of God, I was trying to force myself into God's, the experience of God. I was trying to make God Taylor's God, which is not the idea. I want to be invited into God's realm, whatever. I don't even have the words for it, but I want to be invited into the kingdom, to use a biblical term, to be invited into God's kingdom and allowed to execute God's will instead of mine. Because on my own will, Taylor Neely's will, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Taylor Neely's will is now, on my own accord, is to drink twisted tea and smoke crack or methamphetamine. That's my will. That's where it's gotten to, left to my own devices. I mean, that's my alcoholism. I like changing the way I feel with drugs and alcohol, and sex too. That changes the way I feel. People, I'm going on a date with this girl on Sunday, and we're going on a hike, and I can use a girl to change the way I feel way too much. Oh my God, when I start seeing a new girl, I get way too emotionally, and I'm like feeling that I have my heart so broken by this girl, and it destroyed me. And I knew it was winding me up in this way, and it really was just taking control of me. I saw it happening. It's like I was astrally projecting, watching myself be miserable. It's like, I hate feeling this way, but I couldn't help it. I couldn't help feeling that way. And now I know, but even so, when I've been involved with a lady recently, it's still, I just develop feeling so quick, especially when sex get involved. It complicates it for me so much. Maybe it's because sex feels good. Sex feels good, and I want more of that. That's why drugs feel good. Drugs feel good. I want more of that. Sex feels good. I want more of this thing. But it has this whole other layer of like, it's another person, and it's someone who can make me feel comfortable and make me feel safe and make me feel good about myself. And that's not right. You don't want to use other people to make you feel good about yourself. I've done enough of that. I haven't really used and abused people too much in my life. That's never been my MO. I've used girls to make me feel good, though. And not in a negative way, not like using them and they're like, you did this to me, but just using them to make me feel better. And that's not right. It's these underlying selfish things that eat away at me and eventually stack it up like a really tall sandwich. And eventually that sandwich is too big. The sandwich is too big and you can't eat it. I saw once someone said, like, you know how gourmet burgers, they're like, I saw some other stores and make them wider, not taller. Because how are you supposed to take this bite? When all my problems are this big, how am I supposed to take a bite out of my problems? If I go in the middle, it's going to start crumpling in, and then it's like an accordion, and it's just too big. No one can eat a sandwich this big. Maybe Joey Chestnut, but he's not going to eat it. He's not going to Homer Simpson it. He's not going to Tom and Jerry the cat it. He's not going to cartoon it down. Realistically, you can't just fit that big of a sandwich in you got to, you know what I'm trying to say? You got to, so anyways, the diet I'm on is going to be no bread. It's going to be no bread. Is the diet I'm on is no bread and no sweets. Okay, that's all it is. It's no bread, no sweets. I've tried to do it before, but yesterday, what did I do? I stuck to it yesterday and today. This is day 2 of no bread, no sweets. No bread, no sweets. That's an Italian person, not Japanese, not Korean. It's an Italian person. No bread, no sweets. You eat no bread, no sweets, I'm going to slice up your face. I slice at your face, you know. But we're out here. We're out here living life, having fun. I just feel good today. My problems are of my own making, and that's what they are. That is what they are, and it's good. I'm trying to made my bed today. I'm trying to organize and clean my apartment because I'll be honest with you. This apartment I live in is a 1-bedroom apartment, and the bed's right there. I have it set up like a studio, and then the bedroom just acts as a giant closet. I'm going to be honest with you. Well, first, I want you to think about what you think it is. What you think how I have it set up in there might be. Do you think it's you walk in, it's marble floors, ceilings, marble walls? Think it's that? It's not. You think it's you go in there, it's fire truck themed? Fire truck bed, fire truck clothes, fireman's outfit, fireman tied up, fireman truck themed? It's not that. No. Don't think that. It's not that. You think you walk in there, there's going to be stars on the ceiling, you turn out the lights and comets shoot across the ceiling, they glow in the dark. That's cool. That's cool if you're on a little bit of acid. And that kind of... No. The theme of my bedroom, when you walk in there, it's boxes from when I moved in, well over a year ago, with stuff that I don't know where to put. Clothes on the floor. And it's a mess. It's a mess. Right now, my dishes are done. My kitchen is pretty clean, but I live a little bit dirtier than I would like to. It smells fine in here. It doesn't smell bad, but it's just like, it's cluttered. My life is a little cluttered here and there. There's a chair over there. I just put stuff somewhere and it stays there forever. Like this desk, for instance, is actually pretty good compared to what it was. But I put something somewhere, it stays. That chair over there right now has a shirt laying over the back of it. You know, I'm just like, I wish I was cleaner. I wish I was more organized. I mean, right now, look at this. This is important. I got to take this out to my truck. This is a lightning to USB sync and charging cable. I'm going to put it in my truck because my truck, 2016 GMC Sierra, all-terrain, good truck. I used four-wheel drive for the first time today. That was so much fun. I used it and I got out of quite the pickle. And I forgot what I was saying. Oh. Hey, here's my impression of a dog sniffing something in your ear. Thank you. That joke kills every single time. I got this ticket recently. This was during my most recent alcohol and drug relapse. I smoked crack cocaine that night. I got it from a homeless person. I went to the bad part of Edgewood. Whoopsies. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I'm doing so good today. I called other alcoholics. We chatted. It was good. I prayed. I'm reading a book about God. I am good. I'm doing my podcast with Drew Quillian in at 5:30. We're doing it then. It's going to go good. It's going to be fun. I'm doing the things I need to do to stay sober today. And today's the only day I have right now. All right? So quit your belly aching. I got a ticket. I parked on the sidewalk. And I like to park on the sidewalk because I don't want someone to smack my mirrors off with their big mirrors. And I park on the sidewalk because I have bigger tires on my truck, and I can just pull up on them. Like, look at me. I'm a guy that can park on the sidewalk. And I got a ticket, $100. This was on the 24th of June, and it still hasn't showed up in their system. And we got that clarified. So, this is Taylor Neely Show. My hair kind of looks good. I'm happy with it. Good hair today. This is yesterday's hair today. Why is yesterday's hair today better than today's hair today? Why, if you give it a day, it kind of gets a little more wavy, huh? What is with that? Why is hair so difficult sometimes? Why is it like that? I just don't know, dude. I don't know the things I should know. I have never really thought that I'm a smart guy is the truth about me. I don't know why I feel like it's a big thing in AA where people will say, I feel like people were handed the instruction books for life and I wasn't. And I didn't feel that way for a long time until recently, where it's like I see my friend Luke did his roast battle in Savannah, and I'm like, how the heck did you do that? How the heck did you do that? How do you buy a house? How do you pay off your credit card debt? How do you plan a vacation? How do you have a successful relationship with a partner? How do you do that? I am not equipped to do these things. I don't know how to do these things. And I wish I had a better idea of how to do these things. Because I'm bad at doing things. I'm afraid I'm going to be bad at buying a house. I'm going to be afraid that I'm bad at running my own business, that I'm bad at, my fears are like, I want to go on tour as a comedian. It's like, how do you get there? How do you do that? How do you get to where, I guess you get there when you get there, but it's like, it's scary to think about, like, what if it doesn't happen? What if these things, these big dreams and aspirations I have for myself never happen? I want them to so bad. And you got to put work in. But when you put work in, I think that's why I was burned out on comedy recently. Because when you put work in day after day after day, and it's been 2 years and you're maybe not where you want to be, even though you don't know where you want to be. It's scary because it's like 2 years is a while. But to really be successful at something, it takes a long time. And 2 years seems like a long time, but it's really not in the scheme of things. It's really not, even though it feels like it is. It's just hard being patient, is what I'm trying to say. Being patient is the hardest thing there is for me. I want things the way I want them right now. And that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. God is not going to give you the things you want. He gives you what you need. But that's why I think I relapsed recently, because I had that big painting job. I mean, I'm 15 days sober now. Half a month. Chef's kiss. Chef's French kiss. Chef's open mouth French kiss to me and to you. If you're sober today and you're trying to be, good for you. Being sober is hard sometimes. And those are the facts of the facts of life. The facts of being sober is it's hard sometimes to be sober. Okay? Just is. And that's just the truth of the matter for me. And these things I'm saying are the truth for me. They're not the truth for anybody else. They're the truth for me. And it's like when people say something, I was talking to my friend when I came back into AA this time. When I was out for 2 weeks or whatever, but I came back in. My friend was saying, like, yeah, he's doing a 10th and 11th step. He's doing it. And when people say they've been doing something, I think they've been doing it for years, since they were a baby. They might as well have been doing it since they were a baby in my mind, because that's what it feels like. I need someone to tell me. It's like, hey, I've been doing this thing this way for this amount of time, and he was doing it for 40 days, but I just put so much trust in, like, nothing works for me forever. But for some reason I have this idea in other people's lives that what they're doing, they've been doing it forever, and it's going to work for them that way to the end of time, and that's just not the facts of life. The facts of life is things will be different and change constantly. At least that's what I believe right now. And these could be wrong. And if you're in the other camp, if you think like you're a baby, you're born a baby, and you're assigned a job at birth, maybe you don't know it, but you will be that job. It's destiny. It's predetermination. Maybe that's that. But I'm of the ilk and understanding and idea that things change constantly. On a daily basis, things change. My emotions fluctuate from here to there. I get so mad at Atlanta traffic. I'm like, oh, I want to get out and get in a gunfight. It's like, I don't want to get in a gunfight. I do not. Gunfights are scary. People die. But I'm like, I blow things out of proportion so much. I just do. That's my nature. I'm a blower, I just blow things out of proportion. It is what it is, and you don't throw a fit. I don't want it to be that way. I wish I had everything figured out. But it's kind of fun not having everything figured out, Keeps things exciting. If I was an all-knowing oracle, my life would be a lot different. If I lived in a cave and was naked all the time and had no hair and, I was naked, but I wear cloths, and I was kind of floating and glowing, and people came into the cave and they asked me like, oh, Oracle Taylor, why is every impression I do a person from Brooklyn? They come in and they're like, Taylor, we traveled days into the Isles of Scotland. We came to this cave because we heard you were here and you're here. We bring gifts. We bring gold. We bring ribeye steaks. We bring zucchini. And I'm like, thank you for the food. What the heck am I going to do with gold? I live in a cave. But nonetheless, what's your question? And they say, Taylor, Oracle Taylor, we don't have a specific question. We more have a general question. Sure, the meaning of life would be great, but Taylor, why am I so scared all the time? Why am I afraid that nothing will ever work out? Why am I jeopardizing my own mental well-being to be afraid of the future that I don't even know what's going to happen? It's the uncertainty that scares me, Taylor. It's the uncertainty that drives me crazy. I don't want to feel this way, but I do. I feel this way, and I can't help it. And I look them in the eyes and say, I've been thinking about the same thing, dude. I've been thinking about the same exact thing. Because it was me talking to me in that cave. You know? I don't know if you picked up on that, but it was me talking to me. It was me, fully clothed me, long beard, long hair, pilgrim outfit, coming into that cave, talking to me, naked, no hair, no eyebrows, no hair of any kind all over my body, naked. Me talking to me, the two different me's. Because there's two different me's. There's a lot of different me's. One me wants to successfully drink booze. It's weird being an alcoholic because I think about alcohol so much. I think about drugs so much because they had such a profound effect on my life. And I don't even do them 99% of the time. There's a podcast I was listening to recently where they're saying, I think it was Dr. Drew, someone was talking about, like, the second someone smokes crack, it changes their brain chemistry forever. And I believe that. Because everything I ever do for the rest of my life, I will compare to crack cocaine. Not directly, not like, hey, this roller coaster was pretty cool, but it's not quite crack cocaine. I don't compare it like eggs in baskets, you know. Eggs and hens, chicken or the eggs. I don't compare it that way, but I compare the feeling of, like, when I'm doing something exciting, it just doesn't quite stack up to how crack made me feel for a little bit, you know. That's all I'm saying. Is it doesn't quite, the feeling, I'm eternally unsatisfied with my condition, with my current state of affairs. I'm eternally satisfied, and that's why I need to bring God into my life, because only a spiritual solution can help me get over this eternal feeling of being unsatisfied. That's all. That's it. I can't do it by myself. I can't. I get frustrated, and I get irritable and discontented, and I try to fix it myself, and I just hold it so tight, you know? I just hold it so friggin' tight. And God just provides some relief. That's all he does. That's all it, they, them, her. It's all her does to me is provide some relief for my current state of affairs. Because my resting temperament is what's next. What can I do next that will make me feel? Because I just want to feel. You know? Everyone wants to feel. And I'm not unique in that. And I'm not unique in any of this shit. Being a human being is hard sometimes. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's confusing. Sometimes I'm one thing. Sometimes I'm another. And sometimes I'm two different things at the same time. You know? I'm many different emotions at the same time. Emotions are not concrete things. There's so many different things at the same time. You know? I'm like in a silly-ish mood, but I'm also feeling tense. I'm feeling a little tense, and I feel way less tense than I have in the past these days. I need to wash my hands. They feel a little dirty. I'm way less tense. I am. In my day-to-day life, I am just way less tense. But I'm not. I'm also very tense in my brain. I've been to the hospital 3 times because weed made me think I was having a stroke. I hate marijuana, THC. I hate THC. It makes me feel like I'm having a stroke. It makes me feel like I'm dying. And I'm not dying. I'm alive. My blood is moving from vein to vein. My body is a highway, a highly effective highway. The blood moves from here to here. No construction on the exits. The streets are constantly newly paved, and the streetlights all work, and everyone drives the speed limit, which is 93 miles per hour. And the exits, there's no construction, there's no cones, you're not going to hit them. There's no one cutting anyone off. Everyone is driving the speed limit, which is 93 miles per hour. My body is a successful highway system of blood and organs and guts and body hair on the outside. My skin is the biggest organ on my body. Hey, if anyone knows how to get rid of like bumpy arms, please tell me. I've tried. I can't. It seems like it's only getting worse. It's like bumps on the outsides of my triceps and on the insides, and I'm sick of it. It makes me feel dirty. It makes me feel undesirable. And I just want to be desired. By a lady, preferably. a beautiful lady. I just want a beautiful lady to love me and wake up next to, and I wake up and we slowly open our eyes and we look at her like, good morning. You know, that's all I want is a partner that makes me feel cared for and I can care for them. But this book is really, I was talking to my sponsor earlier today. This book, Conversations with God, he's like, it's good, helps you. It's a good book to analyze relationships, and it helps you know. I mean, relationships, I haven't been in a relationship since college, and that was 5 years ago, which might as well be 10 years ago at this point. I haven't been. And even those relationships in college, well, there's one in college, and then relationships in high school. I don't count relationships in high school. You're a baby. You're a baby of a human. Me, high school, Taylor, high school, I stole stuff. I stole money all the time. I was a piece of shit in high school. I used to be a piece of shit. I don't do that anymore. I don't steal. I don't lie. I don't deceive. I'm honest with people. It's pretty easy to be honest with people. It's hard to be honest with myself. That's the hardest it's to be, is honest with me about how I'm feeling. And I think I know how I'm feeling. I think I know the remedy, but I don't. I just clamp down on this. Here's the solution to help me feel better. And I don't even know how to make myself feel better. I don't. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be. And that's just where I'm at today, dude. That's just where I'm at today. I'm grateful if you've listened this far. Thank you for giving me a chance, taking a chance on the little guy. The 5'8" on his driver's license little guy, 5'7" and 3/4 in real life. I'm not a tall guy. I'm not a short king. I'm somewhere in the middle. And that's where I've kind of been my whole life. I've never been like the top of the cream of the crop. I've never been the bottom, the stuff that's settled to the bottom. I've been in the middle. And I feel like comedy or something is somewhere I can succeed. Somewhere I can maybe find my niche, find my people, I don't know. I was listening to a song recently. It is I'm Gonna Be Me, I'm Me, Charlie Pride. Love me some Charlie Pride. Legend. Charlie Pride is a legend. It is I'm Just Me by Charlie Pride. And no. Yeah, it's I'm Just Me by Charlie Pride. And in that song, he says, watch, I'm going to Google it. I'm Just Me. Charlie Pride. I love Charlie Pride so much. I love old country music like that. I just feel the story in there. It's beautiful. I should have typed in lyrics. You know when you're Googling something and you leave out something you're supposed to Google. Yeah, here it is. Okay. I'm Just Me lyrics. Ooh, it brought me to the Genius app. I am a bit of a genius sometimes, you know. Oops, I dribbled. Here it is. When people some want to live on a hill, others down by the sea. Some short lyrics. For I was just born to be exactly what you see. Nothing more or nothing less. I'm not the worst or the best. That really resonated with me. Not the worst or the best. Because I'm not the best at anything. I'm not the worst. I mean, I'd probably be the worst cattle rancher. I'd probably be the worst, like, if I were to go work in a pudding factory, I'd be bad at that at the beginning. But I'd get good. I'm good at manual labor. I'm a handyman. I'm good at being a handyman for the most part, I think. I'm pretty good at it. I get tired of doing it sometimes, but I'm good at it. When I'm in the zone, get in the zone, on the zone, yeah. when I'm in the zone, I crush it. I crush it as a handyman. And I'm good at that, but I don't want to do that forever because being a handyman is not my dream. And sometimes my dream is successful stand-up comedian. Sometimes my dream is being rich. Sometimes my dream is move to Key West, start drinking again, work at a bar. Sometimes that's my dream. My dreams change. Like whenever I'm sad, I'm like, I'm moving back to Ohio and I'm just going to work there. And sometimes when I'm sad, I'm like, I'm going to go to Galveston, Texas, live on the beach, be a beach guy. No one knows me there. There's something romantic about running away from it all. There is something romantic about that. There just is. You know? I don't know why I feel that way about things sometimes, but it's like maybe that's the thing in me that wants to just run away from everything. Wants to get away from it all. There's part of me that just wants to say heck it and get out of here. Move to the mountains, move to the beach. I think I would move to the beach. I love the mountains. But the beach would be better. I don't know. Man, one time I was in Boca Grande with my family, visiting Boca Grande. And I was like 14 days sober at the time. This was in college. And me, Keith, Garrett, Mom, Dad, Buddy the dog. Tucker was not a dog yet for us. He was not our dog yet. But Buddy was there. And I was 14 days sober at the time because I had a really bad cocaine come down. And because I did so much cocaine, I was in a bathtub at 3 in the morning wearing a dress shirt and sunglasses, hot bath, texting my dad, man, Harvest by Neil Young is the best album ever. And he knew what was up because he knows. He knows. My dad knows things. But that night I went and bought a bottle of rum at wherever, and I finished it off. We went to dinner that night, and it was fine. There's pictures from that night. I don't remember much of it, but me and my youngest brother, we snuck off. We went on the beach. We were finishing off this bottle of rum. We walked to the restaurant where we had dinner, and I was able to somehow slide a window open and steal another bottle of rum from behind the bar. And I blacked out so hard that night. And my dad got mad. I don't remember what happened. I just blacked out. And I peed. The thing about me, I black out, I piss. I piss so much. Where my piss head's at, to quote the great Dave from Good Cop, Rad Cop. It's a good band. Shout out to Good Cop, Rad Cop. Who don't love them? Who don't love them boys? Oh, man. It really has been. But yeah. It's weird. It's crazy to have that thing in you that's like, I got that dog in me. You know, I got that dog in me. And by that I mean he's a thirsty dog. He's thirsty for booze. He's thirsty for crack cocaine. He's thirsty for whatever he can get his hands on. Hydrocodone, Oxycontin, Xanax, whatever this dog can get his hands on, he's going to take if he's not in fit spiritual condition. But we're in fit spiritual condition today. And that's what counts. We're feeling good today. Thank you for listening to me talk about all this stuff. This has been episode 2. And I just want to thank you for being along for the ride. Taylor Neely Show is off to the races. It's rocking, it's rolling, it's running around with its head chopped off like the chicken it is. I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful to be alive. God is good today. Life is good, dude. Today was a good day. I quoted some people for work, and I think I'll do the one, but I won't do the other one. I don't feel like building shelves in a restaurant because the wall was weird. You know, you ever knock on a wall, it's like, this wall's weird. This wall isn't going to work for shelves. Honestly, I'm just trying to get to 45 minutes because I feel like that's a good mark. An hour? I'm not there yet. Baby hasn't grown up to an hour by myself. But I feel good. I feel good about this one. I had fun today. Come back next time for more. More. There's more to be had. And I just want to say, find one thing right now. to be grateful for. Find one thing to be grateful for, to feel good about. Maybe to be proud of yourself. Maybe be happy for your family. Maybe be happy for your grandma for reading a book and learning, even in her old age, learning. Because you're never too old to learn. You're also never too old to water ski. Ever. Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't water ski, you're too old, your bones will break. You tell them that's all the more reason to water ski. I don't have much time left. If I'm going to go out, I want it to be on a pair of skis on the water. No life jacket. I'm going to die today water skiing. we're going to build a ramp that goes straight into a dam, that goes straight over a dam, and the boat is going to turn last second, kind of drift how a boat does. I'm going to let go, and I've got a cape on, and I'm going to launch into the sky, into the dam. That's how I go out. Water skis, into a dam, TNT strapped to my neck. What a way to go out. That sounds kind of gory, though. So maybe I just turn into dust. Like somehow I turn into like Avengers when he snaps. Maybe an airplane hits me when I'm up there. Like I get so high, an airplane hits me. Or maybe there's rockets on my skis. I go into space and I asphyxiate in space. I'm in space forever. I don't know. These just are all ideas about how I'm going to die. They're just ideas. I said it once. I'll say it again. I want to... Dying a slow, miserable, alcoholic addict death is awful. I don't want a miserable death. I want a fun death. Okay? Human Rubik's Cube me. Turn me into a Rubik's Cube. Peel me like a banana, but nothing painful. Something quick and sweet. Maybe, because I don't want to suffer. Maybe it's, maybe nuke. Honestly, put me at the bottom of a nuke testing site. That would be sweet. Nuke dropped right on me. Taylor Neely, the Taylor Neely nuke. That'd be cool. That'd be absolutely the coolest. Hey, thank you so much. I'm appreciative. I'm a serene being today. Thank you. Bye-bye. I love you so much.